at 6:03 p.m. This will be the meeting for the City Council and the successor agency meeting. So we're going to do this in conjunction with the regular City Council meeting. We're going to start with roll call, please. Mr. City Clerk.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Present.
Councilmember Peralta,
Present.
Councilmember Melendez,
Here.
Councilmember Alonso, here, Mayor Tamayo.
And I'm here.
And Mayor, that should, or Mayor and Chairwoman, that should note that that's also for the successor agency. So that's for both the City Council and the successor agency. So the first item to deal with tonight is the successor agency.
Yes. So yes, it'll be for both. Mr. City Manager, are there any corrections to the agenda?
There are no corrections to the successor agency agenda. Thank you.
Mr. City Manager, can you read the statement of oral communication before receiving public comments?
Yes.
Mr. City Attorney?
City Attorney, yes, that's okay. Madam Mayor, members of the council, this is the time for public comments on the successor agency agenda only. Any member of the public that wishes to address the successor agency on the one item on the consent agenda would have had to fill in a card at this time. I'm being informed that there are no cards turned in for the consent agenda. So with that, the public comment is closed. It takes us to the consent agenda. There was one item, Madam Chairwoman, on the consent agenda. It would be appropriate, unless there's any questions or comments on item number 1, to consider the approval of the consent agenda, which is only item number 1.
So for item number 1 on the agenda, can I get a motion and a second?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta,
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez,
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso,
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo.
Aye.
With that, that concludes the work of the successor agency. It's appropriate to adjourn, Madam Chairwoman.
So we adjourn the successor agency meeting.
And then it would be appropriate to continue on with the city council meeting. We've already had roll call, so we can then move forward with the pleasure of the mayor to public comments on closed session items. At this time, Madam Mayor, members of the city council, this is the opportunity for any member of the public to address the city council on the one item that's listed on closed session. And is there anyone who has addressed, or there's one speaker card, or at least more speaker cards to see? One?
Yes, we have one speaker card for closed
Thank
session.
you. Okay. And the speaker has 3 minutes.
All right, we have Will Severo.
Good evening, Council. Mayor, if you can speak a little bit more into the mic, we can't hear you. I'm not trying to do a dig, just we want to hear everything you say. Today, you guys are gonna go into closed session and speak about the Molinari versus the city. I just want to remind the council, because we have a few members here that are new, that the public was in a big opposition of this, as well as the planning commission was in opposition for these plans, and the council also was in opposition for these plans. Can we do an Arnold special and just drag them out until we drain them? Because that's what they do with the staff, is they typically keep on prolonging all the cases, so this way we drag it out. If not, can we just make sure we get a judge decision on this instead of paying out like we typically do? The reason why I bring this up is it was just announced that President Trump is not going to be giving sanctuary states any money. We have about 6 other lawsuits coming. So I think we have a very thin line that we're going to be able to be having spending, and the community's safety comes first. And I believe it's your fiduciary duty to be looking at some of those things. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your comment.
And with that, Madam Mayor, that's the only speaker. It would be appropriate for the city council to recess into closed session for item number 1, which is conference with legal counsel existing litigation as listed on the agenda. Appropriate to recess.
Let's take a recess. Good evening, everybody. Ready? Good evening, everybody. It's 7 p.m. We've come out of closed session. So, Mr. City Attorney, if you can please provide a report on our closed session items.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor, members of the City Council. The record should reflect that the City Council recessed into closed session with all 5 members being present to discuss the one item that is listed on the agenda under conference with legal counsel, existing litigation. The City Council received a briefing from the City Attorney's Office on this one matter. There was no action that needs to be reported from closed session at this time. Direction was provided to the City Attorney's Office with respect to this one case. That concludes my report from closed session. It's appropriate to continue with the open portion of the meeting, taking us to the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. We'll proceed with our invocation. Mr. Matanga, would you like to do the invocation, please?
Lord, we are meeting here today to conduct matters of business. Guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, bright thought and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today. Amen.
For our Pledge of Allegiance, actually, we're going to have a special guest today, and we're going to start a new program. We're going to call it Future Leaders of Montebello, where we're going to have a student come up from our schools here in Montebello to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So I am going to introduce our first special guest of the program today, and I'm going to read a little bit about him, and I'm going to have him then come up to the dais to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So today we have Brandon Michael Salgado. It's with sincere pleasure that the mayor and the city council present the certificate of recognition to Brandon for his participation in the Future Leaders of Montebello's program for leading the Pledge of Allegiance at the January 14, 2026 city council meeting. Brandon is a second grader at Washington Elementary School. He loves learning, especially science, where he enjoys experimenting and discovering new things. He also enjoys drawing, playing sports, and spending time with friends. Brandon's favorite sport is soccer. And he dreams of attending UCLA and becoming an engineer so that he can build and improve his community. The City of Montebello proudly recognizes Brandon as one of our future leaders of Montebello and encourages him to continue dreaming big, learning with excitement, and leading by example. Come on up, Brandon.
Face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Brandon. So stay here. If you could join me for a picture with. Our next item of business is going to be the proclamation for the Human Trafficking Awareness Month. So I'm going to read that up here. Human Trafficking Prevention Month is recognized every January to raise awareness about human trafficking, often referred to as modern-day slavery, and to heighten the importance of prevention, identification, and community action. An estimated 27.6 million people worldwide, including adults and children, are victims of human trafficking. This year's national theme, Stronger Connections, Stronger Futures, remind us that human trafficking thrives where people feel isolated or unsupported. Research shows that strong relationships at home, at work, and in our communities are powerful predictive factors. When people feel connected, valued, and seen, traffickers have fewer opportunities to exploit them. Throughout this month, we recognize and thank anti-trafficking organizations, survivor advocates, faith-based partners, service providers, and local, state, and federal law enforcement who work tirelessly to prevent trafficking and support those who have been harmed. One way our community can show its support is by learning the signs of trafficking and sharing resources. If you or someone knows or needs help, the National Human Trafficking Hotline is available 24 hours a day at 1-888-373-7888 or by texting 233-733. The hotline is confidential and available in more than 200 languages. As we move through January, I encourage our residents to check in with one another, build strong connections, and help create welcoming, supportive spaces throughout our city. Together, through awareness, compassion, and action, we can help build a future free from human trafficking. The next is our Citizen of the Month, and we have Dr. Lisa Ibanez. We'll go down. So we'll come down for this portion of it. Tonight, We are pleased to recognize a lifelong resident whose dedication to service, education, and collective care reflects the very best of our community, Dr. Lisa Ibanez. Great. We have a backup. All right. We got back. Dr. Ibanez was born at Beverly Hospital, attended Montebello Unified Schools, and today lives in the same Montebello home where her mom grew up. Montebello has shaped her values, her commitment to service, and her desire to give back to the community. Dr. Ibanez currently serves as a board president of Spirit Family Services, supporting Service Planning Area 7, which includes Montebello. In this role, she helps coordinate food pickup and drop-off efforts, ensuring families in need have access to essential resources. She also serves as a faculty advisor for the Radical Hope Project, guiding social work students as they engage in monthly community service initiatives. Through this work, Dr. Ibanez helps students turn learning into meaningful real-world impact. In addition, Dr. Ibanez is a certified Zumba instructor and is working toward offering free or low-cost Zumba classes for the community to promote wellness, joy, and connection. In 2024, she further demonstrated her commitment to service by running for the Montebello Unified School Board of Education, advocating for students, families, and educators. She was honored to be the only candidate endorsed by the Montebello Teachers Association, a reflection of the trust she has earned through her work. When asked about her proudest accomplishments, Dr. Ibanez speaks not of titles or recognition, but of creating spaces where people feel supported, valued, and empowered. Whether mentoring students, coordinating food drives, supporting families, or fostering collective hope. On behalf of the City Council and the residents of Montebello, it is with great honor that I recognize Dr. Lisa Ibanez as our January 2026 Citizen of the Month.
Thank you so much, Mayor and council members. This is truly an honor. As mentioned, I grew up here. I was born in Beverly Hospital, raised here, went to the schools here, and now I reside in my grandmother's home where my mom grew up. So this is truly an honor. I love my city. All my friends that I met here, my family, everybody's from Montebello. I just got to have some of my students here to get a taste of what this community looks like. I want to thank my colleagues from Spirit Family Services that are here, and also my colleagues from CSULB School of Social Work. Shout out. My Radical Hope Project people. My family and friends, and my friends from first grade on, and my friends from 8th grade here. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody and MTA to be here, and YMCA. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
We have a certificate for you. Okay, next up, we have checks. We have checks for our organizations, our community organizations here in Montebello. We have several of the organizations here today, and we're going to do another portion of it at our next meeting. And I will start with the Montebello Ashia Sister Association. If you want to come on up, Ashia. I'll have them come up and then I'll read a little something about Ashia. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Come on up, come on up. Yes. Congratulations. So. Hello. Happy New Year. Good to see you. Go Bruins. Yes, yes. So have the Montebello Ashia Sister City Association has proudly served our community for more than 6 decades, fostering a meaningful international partnership that promotes cultural understanding, education, and goodwill. Through student exchanges, cultural events, and community programs, the association provides Montebello residents with a unique opportunity to engage globally while strengthening local pride and civic center connections. Their work enriches our city by promoting cross-cultural learning, youth leadership, and long-lasting friendships between Montebello and Ashia, Japan. This organization's dedication has helped shape Montebello as a welcoming, globally connected community, and its continued efforts have a lasting positive impact on all residents of all ages. The Montebello Ashia Sister Association.
Good evening. Thank you. My name is Emma Duran, and I'm the president of ASHIA, the ASHIA Sister City Association. And I just want to thank the mayor and all of City Council, as well as the city manager for their support. Without their support, we couldn't continue to exchange students with Montebello and Ashia, Japan. And especially this year that it's a milestone and we're celebrating our 65th anniversary, and we will have a delegation here in April. So again, thank you for your support and we appreciate it.
Next up, we have the American Legion Post 272. Come on up. All right. Our American Legion Post 272 has proudly served Montebello for many years, honoring and supporting our nation's veterans while strengthening the community as a whole. Through veterans assistance programs, youth activities, patriotic events, and community service, the Post provides critical support to those who have served and their families. Their work preserves the value of service, sacrifice, and civic pride while creating opportunities for community engagement. American Legion Post 272's dedication continues to have a meaningful and lasting impact on Montebello. The mic is yours.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Commander Carlos Larios, Montebello Post 272. Mayor, thank you for this honor. City Council, much appreciated. I'd like to thank our honor guard who does everything they do for our veterans and their families, our auxiliary unit, and our Sons of American Legion. We are comprised of, you see some of our members here, we have from all entities, okay? From the Sons of the Legion to the auxiliary, and of course, us veterans. So much appreciated. Thank you very much for the support. And thank you all for coming out and supporting our events. I forgot to mention, I see a lot of familiar faces, especially our breakfast that we do the last Sunday of the month, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So please come on out and keep supporting us. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. We have more. Our next is the Montebello Commerce YMCA. Yeah, come on up. Come on up, come on up. Congratulations. You guys are great. Congratulations. Oh, yes, I know. Congratulations. You guys are great. Congratulations. Yes, of course. Yes, congratulations. Of course, of course. Yes. Aw. Yes. Come on, John. The Montebello Commerce YMCA has long been a cornerstone of the community, providing a safe and welcoming space that supports youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. Through programs focused on fitness, education, childcare, and youth leadership, the YMCA serves individuals and families of all ages across Montebello. Their work strengthens the community by promoting wellness, academic support, and positive opportunities for young people. The Montebello Commerce YMCA's continued commitment plays a vital role in building a healthier, stronger, and more connected community. Thank you, YMCA.
On behalf of the Montebello Commerce YMCA family, I want to thank the mayor, city council, and city staff for this generous support and their partnership in helping us serve as a community hub for well-being. So thank you, everybody, and all of our extended family as well. Thank you.
Now, if we can get the Sir Optimus International of Montebello, come on up. Sir Optimus International of Montebello has proudly served the community for many years with a mission focused on improving the lives of women and girls. Through scholarships, mentorship, and educational and economic empowerment programs, the organization creates meaningful opportunities for personal and professional growth. Their work strengthens families and the community by promoting access to education, leadership development, and self-sufficiency. Sir Optimus International of Montebello's continued dedication makes a lasting positive impact throughout our city. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor and City Council. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. This money will come in handy. We were able to give a lot of scholarships for the young ladies in our high schools and the young women to further their education with their children, further their education. A lot of scholarships that we gave last year did not only, once they go through the city, they go further internationally. One of our girls, we made it all the way to nationals, and they won $30,000. So they elaborate. So we go. So they go further and further and further, and they got their doctors, masters, and everything. So we are very proud of our girls. And without you, our community, our sisters, we wouldn't be able to do it. So any women out there who would like to join us, it's not easy, it's always hard, but we have a lot of support from a lot of our community, the Lions Club, the Rotary. We have a lot of support from our community, so we couldn't do it alone. Thank you so much, and really appreciate it.
Next up is the Lions Club of Montebello. Come on up, Lions. I see many of you here. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, that's good. Oh, you're very welcome. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Yeah, come on. Yeah, over on this side. All right. As I set up, the Montebello Lions Club has served our community for more than 100 years. Having just celebrated their centennial anniversary last year, embodying a strong commitment to service, compassion, and local leadership. Through charitable programs, community service projects, and support for youth, seniors, and families in need, the Lions Club has made a lasting positive impact throughout Montebello. Their work improves quality of life by addressing critical needs such as vision care, hunger relief, and community support initiatives. The Montebello Lions Club's dedication to service continues to strengthen community connections and reflects the spirit of giving that defines our city. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, City Council, and City staff. I just want to say thank you for the support, for the continued support that you continue to give the Lions Club. It takes a village to make this work, and we appreciate your sincere help and your continued support. So we just want to say thank you and to the community too for letting us, welcoming us in all our events that we do, and for showing up at the different things that we do in the community. So thank you.
Thank you. So that's Tuesday at Shakey's, right? All right. Monterey Park Shakey's, 5 to 8. All right, our next one, the Rotary Club of Montebello. Come on up, Rotary. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Good, good, good. Yes, you gotta. All right, the Rotary Club of Montebello has served Montebello for 102 years with a strong commitment to service, leadership, and positive change. Through local service projects, youth programs, scholarships, and international outreach, Rotary helps address important community needs while fostering civic engagement. Their work supports education, promotes service above self, and strengthens connection both within Montebello and beyond. The Rotary Club of Montebello's dedication continues to make a meaningful and lasting impact on the quality of life in our community. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor. Don't want to let go of the check, but okay. No, truly an honor to be here. Over 100 years serving the community. It's just been amazing. Thank you, Mayor, Council, the city. And it's not just tonight. The city's always supported us from day one, and it's truly appreciated. And we look forward to doing great things with everything you guys do offer us. So thank you.
Thank you.
And we meet every Wednesday at the Quiet Cannon, if anyone would like to join us. Lunch is on Kim.
Thank you and congratulations. No. Oh, yes. Congratulations, everyone. You guys are great. This concludes this portion of the meeting. Thank you. So we'll take a 3-minute break so we can reset. Thank you.
That way everybody can leave.
Yes, yes. And then they gotta, I think, fix the mic.
Yeah,
So, yeah, public comment.
that is warming.
Yes, or is it me or is it warm? But.
Test, test.
First meeting of the year.
It's back alive.
Okay, I think we fixed our mic problem, so thank you for hanging in there. We're going to go back actually to corrections to the agenda, Mr. City Manager.
Yes, Mayor, council members, I have one correction to the agenda. For item number 6, the purchase amount listed on the staff report is incorrect. For the record, the correct purchase amount for this item is $2,220,000. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. So we will proceed with public comment.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Mayor and members of the council. This is the time for public comments. Anyone who wishes to address the city council would have 3 minutes to address the city council, and anyone who wishes to address the city council should have already turned in a card. I believe in speaking with the city clerk that we have 11 cards requested for comments on non-agenda items. As pursuant to our rules, the first 30 minutes are covered. Under this portion, any speaker who is not have an opportunity to speak to the council prior to the first phase of public comment would be able to present their comments at the end of the agenda. The time now is 7:41, and it would be appropriate then to call the first speaker.
First speaker is Randy Kay, followed by Tila Gregorian.
Good evening, and nice meeting you. Very nice to meet some of the residents of Montebello. I am a resident of Alhambra. I'm here actually to speak about Monterey Park. I'm hoping that your SCAG representative will go back to them and discuss this matter with them. So the following will likely affect City Council and residents close to the proposed site. You are adjacent to a potential environmental problems in Monterey Park. A proposed 250,000 square foot artificial intelligence data processing center was due for a vote by Monterey Park City Council December the 3rd, but the vote has been postponed indefinitely as residents were blindsided about the issue and that it was actually up for a vote. This project has the potential to strain water and power resources in Monterey Park and surrounding cities, including Montebello. Toxic emissions can adversely affect public health. We have no idea what the long-term effects from emissions from these centers will be on the population. Can someone please just ask them to, so that everyone can hear? In addition, only 26 people will be employed at this site once it is built. The applicant appears to be an Australian investment firm. Only residents within 500 feet of the site were notified of the project. No one else seemed to know anything about it. It was fast-tracked without a full environmental impact report. Even our Senator, Sasha Renee Perez, has sent the city a letter suggesting that a full environmental impact report be done due to concerns related to potential environmental problems. Just whose interests is the applicant representing? Doesn't seem to be the interests of the residents of Monterey Park. What is happening here? Why has no information been given to the residents? To date, no outreach has been done by either the city or the applicant. I was informed recently that the same owner has purchased land across the street from the proposed site of the first data center at 1977 Saturn Street. That is very close to the Montebello border. Some of your residents will be affected should this data center be built. Just look at videos online and see the damage that AI centers across the country have done to residential areas. Outside Atlanta, people are flushing toilets with buckets of water. What if we have a fire? We were very close to the Eaton fire. The entire city of Monterey Park could burn down without enough water. What will happen if they need more power or water than they have? Are residents going to pay for upgrades to our aged grid? Do you want your electric and water rates to go up even higher than they are? Please inform your friends and neighbors about this proposed
Mayor, the 3
facility.
minutes have concluded.
Thank you for your comment.
Thank you. January 1st is the meeting, and I have flyers.
Thank you. Our next
Our next speaker is Tila Gregorian, followed by Linda Nicholas.
Good evening, council members, staff, and Montebello residents. My name is Sheila Gregorian, resident of Montebello for many years. Over 40 years, over 50 years, let's say. Anyway, I am very concerned about what's happening in our city. Instead of going up, we're going down, down. We lost, for those of you, Linda will talk about that, about our mayor that we lost. Not our mayor, our city manager. But anyway, I'm just concerned about that purchase that you want to make. Why are we purchasing real estate property when aren't we in a deficit in our city? And does somebody know somebody? Is that why this is being purchased? I'm very concerned about that. And of course, I'm very concerned about our city, period. It seems to be going downhill instead of uphill. And also, I also need to say that I do not approve of Mayor Pro Tem, Mrs. Romero. She was neither elected by our residents nor appointed to be sitting here in our diocese by our quorum. There was only 2 present when they came to sit on the diocese. So those are very concerns of mine. Thank you, and have a very happy new year.
Next speaker is Linda Nicholas, followed by Kimberly Cobos Cawthorn.
Good evening, Mayor, members of City Council. My name is Linda Nicholas, and I'm here because of the condition of the restrooms at Grant Ray Park, which are embarrassing and unacceptable. Just days ago, Santa Fe Springs was celebrated on a national level. They won the Queen's Award with their first trophy. Their city is clean, well-maintained, something their residents can be proud of, thanks to their city manager, Renee Bobadilla. Our loss was their gain. Grant Ray Park hosts youth sports. Visiting teams come from other cities. Kids come here to play. Families come here to support their children. The first impression they get is broken, filthy restrooms that look neglected. That contrast says everything. One city shows pride, the other shows neglect. This is not a budgetary mystery. This is not complicated. This is a failure of priority. $700,000 for a dog park, zero to make the restrooms safe at a park where kids play. We talk about community, youth, and pride, but pride does not mean banners or ceremonies. If our basic facilities are falling apart, no parent should have to tell their child they can't use the restroom. No visiting parents should have to leave Montebello thinking that we don't care about their children. Santa Fe Springs shows what happens when a city values their looks with the right leadership. Right now, Montebello looks careless and dirty. Our kids deserve better. Our city deserves better. And these restrooms need to be fixed. All our restrooms need to be fixed in Montebello. Since I have time, let's be honest. Corruption doesn't destroy a city overnight. It rots it from within. And for too long, the people of Montebello have been expected to accept secrecy, backroom deals, politics, and a lack of accountability as business as usual. This is not acceptable. When decisions are made behind closed doors, when public money is treated like a private asset, when residents are ignored while inside benefits, that is not leadership. That is abuse of power, and no city, especially one built by working families, should tolerate it. Corruption steals from every resident. It steals funding from our streets, our schools, and public safety. It steals trust from our honest workers. And it steals our voices. When people speak up and you don't listen, it doesn't matter. But here's the truth. Corruption survives because those in power expect silence. They count on people being tired and distracted or afraid. And that stops now. Montebello belongs to we the people, not insiders, not special interests, and not anyone who thinks that the rules don't apply. Transparency is not optional. Accountability is negotiable. Ethical leadership is the bare minimum. We must demand answers and demand oversight and demand consequences. We must show up, speak out, and vote
Mayor, that
for our
concludes the
city.
3 minutes.
Because it
Thank you for
depends
your
on it.
comment.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Kimberly Cobos Cawthorn, followed by Rosa Tamayo.
Kimberly Cobos Cawthorn, address is on file, here in my personal capacity. Mayor, members of the council, staff, I'm here because of this situation involving the firefighters. This demands immediate action. This is not politics, and this is your leadership. I served as mayor with Mayor Melendez at the time during COVID, one of the most challenging periods we had in our city that we faced. It was a moment that we didn't delay, we didn't deflect, or pass responsibility. Thank you, Sal. We acted because public safety and our workforce demanded it. That same urgency is required now. Calling this an HR matter or placing it solely on the fire chief's shoulders is not acceptable. This issue rises above internal process. It is a city leadership issue, and it requires leadership from our mayor. You cannot say that this is discussed and expect it to just go away. You cannot place that burden on just one department head's shoulders. Step aside and watch it go underneath the rug. The responsibility is with all of you. Our firefighters show up for each and every one of us in our city, in your city, during emergencies, disasters, and the pandemic. So they deserve the same clarity, accountability, and action from our highest level of government. Addressing this does not mean that you're violating confidentiality. It means acknowledging the problem, setting expectations, and moving forward with urgency. Leadership is not deflection. Leadership is ownership. So I'm calling on our mayor to address this directly, and the city council to ensure this matter is not delayed or minimized. Every day this goes unresolved damages our fire department's morale, the trust, and our public safety. Our firefighters deserve better. Our city deserves better. And that's where each of you need to act now. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Rosa Tamayo, followed by Raul Hurtado.
Buenas noches, yo soy Rosa Tamayo, activista comunitaria, Mayor Georgina Tamayo, miembros del concilio. Yo solamente quiero darle las gracias a concejal Meléndez por los pavos que donó para la comunidad y las familias están muy agradecidas porque son familias que realmente ellas necesitaban esta cena con el pavo. Y asimismo pedí permiso para usar el nombre de Juan García, que es el principal de Don Bosco, porque también por el community del Centro de Comunitario de East LA, que estamos trabajando con jóvenes para que vayan a la universidad. Dimos también los pavos en esa comunidad y muy agradecida a las familias porque son muy necesitadas y como, no sé, personas que me conocen, a mí me gusta mucho la educación, siempre he trabajado con eso y la cosa también que necesito decirles que ustedes hagan su trabajo con dignidad, con respeto para su dignidad, para su comunidad, porque se está escuchando mucho la problemática que tienen ustedes y eso no está bien. Acuérdense que no usen su poder porque especialmente concejal Romero, esa silla donde usted está, la usaba el otro concejal, usó su poder y se fue. Así que puede pasar algún problema también con ustedes. Tengan mucho cuidado, fíjense en las familias, fíjense en su comunidad. Muchas gracias.
Gracias por su comentario.
Next speaker is Raul Hurtado, followed by Bill Polizo.
Good evening. This afternoon, I had the opportunity to speak to one of my consultants, and we mutually agreed that because of the Thanksgiving holiday, the Christmas holiday, the coronation at the Quiet Can and all these missed meetings, that it would probably be preferable for me to start again where I was letting the public know and the employees of City of Montebello how our chief of police got his job. So I will start again by saying, hopefully I don't have any more breaks that I will lose track of it. I will start again by saying that when our previous city manager selected Chief Espinoza to be the chief, and that Captain Lopez at that time, with his chronic ego problem that flares up every time a new chief is elected, and it's not him, went off on a long vacation, should I say? And then he came back, and I will go into that later, but right now I want to say that you need to remember what I said when the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett, spoke. And he says, when you hire somebody with integrity, with intelligence, and with energy. If he doesn't have integrity, forget the other two. All you up there, when you hired that man right there that sits next to the mayor, you hired somebody without integrity. I've said that you brought somebody, a cancerous cell from Huntington Park, that now is spreading the lack of integrity when he hires other people. And that should be looked at and not forgotten. Because I'm going to proceed on this because the attitude of some people are, well, they're going to forget about it. In a couple of months, it's going to be normal. They won't even think about it. I told you before, when I bite, I don't let go. And I'm not going to let this go. Because it was wrong, very wrong, what that man up there and that man right there did to Chief Espinoza. And I will explain it as I go on. It was very, very wrong. Nobody should do that to another person. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Bill Polizo, followed by Will Severo.
Good evening. Happy New Year. Having some time over the holidays to relax and read through this bogus police report that Mr. Alonso and Ms. Peralta went to the city and filed against me. I kept reading through it, but there was one thing that was really left out, and I kept reading through it numerous times. And it was a comment that Mr. Alonso made to me. And I want to see if Mr. Alonso is going to be a man and stand up and state the quote that you made to me as a citizen of Montebello, which I know you won't. But I'd like for all here tonight, all the residents of Montebello, to hear the comment that Mr. Alonso stated to me as a resident of Montebello. And I quote, and I'm sure he didn't come back and tell anybody on staff. And I quote, Bill, as long as I am a council member, I will never recognize you. And you, Bill, bring no value to this city at all. Now, yes or no? Did you say that? Because there were witnesses that heard it. You, as a council member, stated that to a citizen. No class, and you're not a man because you won't stand up and admit it. No integrity, along with your little partner sitting next to you. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Will Severo, followed by Levon Prothero.
Will Severo, resident of 40 years, a former firefighter for the United States Forest Service. I was an assistant fire engine operator with the qualifications as an engineer. I was operating in more fires than typically our city sees. As a matter of fact, that's where I met our fire chief on the station fire because he was working at Chileo, which was what my duty station. We would on average have bigger campaign fires than you would normally see. So when I bring up some of these issues, it's from experience. Now, some people might ask, I have everybody's number up here, why didn't I reach out? Well, for the new people here, Raul, Rick, and Danielle, I've already gone down that road. We've had multiple lawsuits over the last 5 years. There's been over 75 to 100 firefighters turnover in the Montebello Fire Department. That is a big issue. It's money that we need to work on, and the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because you're gonna have one group that's gonna say one thing, and then you're gonna have another group, and typically what the public gets is the cover-up. Just for the firefighters that don't know me, I have also pushed for the paramedic response for the expansion, as well as for higher pay wages, as well as for the increase with the medical. So I've been involved in this community for over 20 years, just as a resident. This is going to be just a couple of topics that I believe that we need real investigation of. We need all of you guys involved in. And for those that are here, you know, Scarlett Peralta, as well as the mayor, you know, when they got elected, they were aware that we already had problems. And it seems like somewhere it gets swept under the rug and forgotten about. From my understanding, we're going to be having 6 lawsuits come to possibly 9. From my understanding, 6 of them are with the same attorney as Michael Chi, who Scarlett Peralta and Georgina Tamayo just did a deposition recently for. When we settled with Vernon Creswell, we spent over $2 million. When we settled with Renee Bobadilla, it was over $2 million. California was already notified that we're a sanctuary state and we're not going to be receiving any federal funds. The state looks like it's in a deficit. The county looks like it's in a deficit. We have a very thin line of a profit margin of roughly around $500,000 to $600,000. Now, if these lawsuits come through, you're looking at $4.5 million. And then you're going to be losing roughly 9 paramedics. And when I spoke to the firemen, and granted, there's going to be 2 sides. You might have some firemen come up here tonight and do all this praising, and I'm wrong. But there's a 108-page document that I've been posting, and I'll continue to be posting. An example, one of the points is concerns of coercion on your part to sway opinions of members on matters that undermine the recent vote. You express interest to revisit the vote regarding the reaction. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Levon Bradero, followed by Delia Delgado.
Well, it's been a while. Most of you know why I'm already here, and that's fentanyl. And if anybody wants to know where to get it, you just go to 848 or get a hold of 848 and 849. Of course, you got to have one of their trained dogs to sniff out the exact drop zone, and you need that. By the way, the district attorney a while back wanted to give the death penalty for fentanyl. Well, 848 and 849, they definitely qualify for that. And I kind of wondered how much time a city council member would get in a police chief, and God knows how many city hall workers. And I always forget something. Let's see. Well, that's good enough. I'll be back for, it's been too much time since I'm away from you, a couple new faces, but I'm sure they know what's going on. Oh, incidentally, they own the South Montebello Water District, and the guy at 849 as much as told me that when I went out to check why I didn't have no water pressure, because they were using it. Oh, they don't need the fire chief anymore because they use hot water instead of cold water, so they don't blow up anymore. So that they don't need you anymore.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Delia Delgado, followed by Joe de la Torre.
Happy New Year, everyone, and good evening, Madam Mayor, council members, staff, and residents. And I want to congratulate this council and staff for the work you are doing. It's pretty exciting to hear Hobby Lobby, Yard House, and a few other known businesses that choose our city, Montebello. That's pretty exciting. Another great achievement is being awarded the most business-friendly city in this small city category. We've applied numerous times in the time that I was an employee here, but this is exciting to hear that we were finally awarded, and which means great things are coming to Montebello. Our small city of Montebello is coming to life, and that's exciting. I want to say I'm very proud of our chief, having him as our chief. I'm very proud of the work that's being done here in this city, and I want it to continue. Please focus on the south side a little bit more, focus on our sidewalks and our streets. The parks look great. Things are going well. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you for your comment.
Next speaker is Joe De La Torre. Mayor, he's no longer here, so I think that concludes all speaker cards for non-agenda items.
Thank you. Okay, we will move on to regular business. We have agenda item number 5.
Any areas of committee interest?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Mayor, council members, do you allow me? I want to talk about areas of community interest. And I think some of the council will touch on this during their AB 1234 reports. But last week we did spend three days in Sacramento. We had very, very productive meetings with various departments and met with our legislators and lobbied on behalf of our city, project initiatives, things that are important to our local community. So very productive. We're very happy with the outcomes of the meetings. Hopefully we come back with some good news based on those meetings. Additionally, I want to just update the community on something important, or actually just notify you. Our homeless count is going to be on Wednesday, January 21st, 2026 at 7 p.m. It's going to be here at our, if you're planning on attending, it's going to be here at City Hall Staff Lounge. For those of you that are not aware, the annual homeless count is something really important for all municipalities. This is where our staff and volunteers meet, and we literally go out to our city and talk to every person and that's been displaced in our community, talk to them, get information. This is important because based on the homeless count that we have, that's how many resources we're able to advocate and get long-term from our county and state. And then also, it helps us make decisions in terms of the funding that we provide for the direct services that we provide as a city. So it's something really important. If this is something that's of interest to you, again, we would invite you to come. Again, Wednesday, January 21st at 7 p.m. We'll be here at our City Hall Staff Lounge. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. Our next item of business is the review of the current City Council assignments to various boards, agencies, ad hocs, and task force committees. So we have,
Mayor, if I may, I'm happy to help
yes, please.
Help guide the conversation. So each council member should have a list of all the committees and regional boards. By the way, for reference to the public each year, whenever we have a reorganization of our mayor, and then just annually, we do reorganize our assignments for our committees. Our city participates in various regional boards and committees, in addition to ad hocs that we have internally. So each year, we have to go through this exercise of reassigning those. Some of these, actually, the mayor and mayor pro tem are designated per, whether it be the organization. So I'm going to go ahead and just go line item by line item. The first one for consideration, and we would recommend, we'll go each one by one. If any council members want to recommend themselves based on the committee, state that out loud, and then at the end, we'll have a formal vote to formalize all the appointments.
Madam Mayor, I do want to remind you that we do have a speaker card for this agenda item.
Oh, there you
Yes.
go.
Would you like me to call up the speaker?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
We have Ave Cordiero for agenda item 5.
Good evening. Good evening, Madam Mayor and City Council. I am proud of my accomplishments since I began my time as a trustee representing the city of Montebello with the district 27 years old, a decade ago. In my terms representing this beautiful city, I have traveled to Sacramento to advocate for important programs and legislation to support public health. I served on the Bug Bus Oversight Committee, which shepherds our rebranded mobile vector education RV. I have been an enthusiastic supporter of the district's sterile insect technique, which runs at the bleeding edge of mosquito control and offers us a future with fewer bites. Last year, I joined the district's Facility Expansion Ad Hoc Committee, which oversees the new property that the district purchased in Pacoima to expand our ability to serve the district's growing communities. This blank slate will be an amazing base for operations across the north of the district. Recently, I chaired the Education and Publicity Committee meeting to work on a long-needed rebrand and to clarify that the Greater Los Angeles County Vector Control District is in fact not a part of the county. Whether it's stalking the halls of power to bend ears and call for votes, or working on making the district the best it can be for residents, workers, and guests to our cities, I am committed to supporting the cause of vector control so that we the people have a defense against diseases such as malaria, which was in fact once native to Southern California before the Vector Control District. In the words of our general manager, there is a lot of knowledge that accumulates over the years, and I'm here to tell you that a decade is a good start. In my upcoming term, should City Council be generous enough to grant me 4 more years of public service, I intend to run for office at the Board of Trustees. This is a 3-year commitment, and it is long overdue. I hope to continue doing my part to keep this district safe with your confidence. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment.
Mayor, council members.
I'll proceed.
Thank you. The first board is the County of Los Angeles Sanitation District. This one by default has to be the mayor, and then the alternate is the mayor pro tem. So for the record, it'll be Mayor Tamayo as the representative, and Mayor pro tem Romero as the alternate. The second board assignment, likewise, also it's by default the mayor and the mayor pro tem. It's the Los Angeles County City Selection Committee. Mayor, you'll serve as the, okay.
Yes, I will.
The next one is at the discretion of the council, who you want to appoint. The Sangre Valley Council of Government.
Any nominations for that committee?
I'll nominate Councilmember Romero, and if no one else wants to serve as alternate, I can serve as alternate.
Mayor Pro Tem, do you accept?
Okay. So we have Mayor Pro Tem Romero as the representative, and then Council Member Peralta as the alternate. The next committee, the next assignment is the Capital Projects Committee. This is for the Alameda Corridor East Authority.
Mayor, if I may, I would like to withdraw my representation of this committee, and I think it would actually be appropriate for the person that also does the SGV COG, as it's kind of similar, to also be part of a part of this committee as well.
Yeah, Council Member Melendez brings up a very good point. They do work in tandem. We serve working on similar issues, so yeah, it would be probably prudent to have the same representatives as well. But again, up to your consideration. You okay with that? Everybody's okay with that? No?
Oh, you want to
make every first Monday.
Okay. Do we want?
And I'm not able either because of work commitments, so.
Okay. Does anybody want to nominate, volunteer for this one? No? Okay. So that kind of leaves the mayor and
Yes.
council member.
We need some volunteers. Okay.
Just a reminder, we can appoint a representative and an alternate, so would you be open, Mayor, and then Councilmember Alonso? No? Nobody?
No, thank you.
Okay, I will take,
Yeah.
you'll do, okay.
As to appoint the representative, okay? And then for the alternate?
I will do alternate. Oh, you'll do it.
Councilmember Peralta, okay.
Thank
Okay. The next one is the Gateway Cities Council of Government.
I would like to stay on that one.
Okay. And for, I don't see anybody else. And for the alternate, anybody who wants to volunteer?
No.
Nope. No? Looking at you, Councilmember Melendez? No? 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 Nobody? Okay, I don't know if we can we just go, Arnold, can we just go forward without an alternate? Right. Okay, okay, there you go. No alternate for that one. Independent Cities Association. Nobody?
Since it's 7 PM, I can make that work.
Okay. For the representative is Councilmember Peralta, the alternate. Any nominees? Okay, we don't see anybody, so I think we'll also skip that one, okay? The Montebello Chamber of Commerce. This one meets every fourth Wednesday at 4 PM. Oh,
I can take it.
any interest in an alternate from anybody? I don't see anybody, so we'll go ahead and skip that one. League of California Cities for the representative. And this one,
I'll go ahead and nominate myself.
okay. Any interest on an alternate for this one? Okay. Nobody? We'll go ahead and skip that one as well. Los Angeles County Vector Control District.
So I will nominate Avic Cordero.
Okay, everybody's okay with that? Okay. This one, we don't have an alternate unless anybody has an interest, we'll go ahead and leave it vacant as well, okay? The Southeast Area Animal Control, SIACA.
Also, I'd like to stay on the commission.
That's Mayor Pro Tem Romero for the representative. Any alternates? Anybody?
You can put me as an alternate for that.
Okay. That's Councilmember Alonso. The next one is Southern California Association of Governments, SCAG. Any interest for, as a representative?
I'll go ahead and be the representative.
Okay, that's Councilmember Peralta. Any interest on the alternate? Not. Okay. Councilmember Melendez? That does it for the regional boards, and we also have ad hocs and task force. in our
Mr. City Manager, why don't we get a motion on
sure.
these?
Okay.
So at this time, Madam Mayor, with those council members and member of the audience designated, I think it would be appropriate for the council to entertain a motion to ratify all those appointments.
Can I get a motion to approve the appointed members to the City Council Regional Board assignments?
I'll motion to approve.
A second?
I'll second.
Do we do roll call?
And roll call.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta,
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez,
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso,
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo.
Aye. The item passes. So we'll move on to
Yeah.
the ad hoc and task force assignments?
Yes, Mayor. The first one is Shia Sisters City Association. You're currently the member for that. Anybody want to nominate themselves, or do you want to stay?
I would like to stay on Ashia.
Okay. Think everybody's okay with that? The next one is Teparnaker Sister City Association. It's currently Councilmember Melendez. Anybody interested on that one?
So this one hasn't met, like, didn't meet at all
It's been a
last
while
year.
since, it's my understanding they don't meet often.
So I don't know if it's,
I would
even
say as a
consider.
formality, maybe we appoint somebody and then we're, long-term, I think we want to come back and clean up some of these ad hoc committees. But in the interest of these being formally recognized in our city, I would recommend somebody get appointed. You're fine? Mayor Pro Tem. The next one is the Innovating Commerce Serving Communities Ad Hoc, and that's currently Councilmember Melendez.
I think that one's Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay? Well, there you go. So Mayor Pro Tem on that one, okay?
Yes, I'll
The-
take that one.
The Joint School District Ad Hoc.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. Anybody for the alternate on that one? Okay. The next one is the Washington Goal Line Coalition. That's currently Councilmember Alonso.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Everybody, okay. Councilmember Orlando stays. The next one is Adventist Y Memorial Ad Hoc Committee. It's currently Councilmember Melendez, with the alternate being Peralta.
I can serve as that one.
I'll stay as alternate.
They'll stay the same. Next one is Economic Development and Workforce Development Ad Hoc Committee. It's currently Councilmember Peralta, and then Mayor is the alternate.
I'd like to remain on that.
And I'll remain as alternate.
Okay. Those stays the same. The last one is the Olympics Ad Hoc Committee, and that's currently Councilmember Melendez, and then the alternate is Mayor Pro Tem.
I can sit on that one.
Okay. Mayor Pro Tem, you okay? Okay, they'll stay the same. You want a motion? Okay.
Yes, if I could get a motion to approve the appointees for the ad hoc and task force assignments, please.
I'd like to make a motion. I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Can we get roll call?
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta,
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez,
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso,
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo.
Aye. That item passes.
Mayor, the next item on the regular agenda is adopt resolution number 26-04, approving the purchase and sale agreement for the purchase of real property located at 860 Truck Way. Making a presentation is Director of Transit, John Soria.
Good evening, Mayor Tamayo and honorable members of the City Council. This evening, we have an item before you to acquire land located at 860 Truck Way. We do have a presentation here for your review. So 860 Truck Way is a primarily industrial area. It's either a 2-minute walk or a 4-minute drive from our current transportation facility. The acquisition here is going to cost us approximately $2,220 million. We've recently made some strategic financial decisions. Recently, doing some Prop A exchanges with our Public Works, and we also have an item this evening before you for consideration as well with the City of Pico Rivera. These Prop A exchanges are going to generate an additional $1.55 million for our enterprise fund, which is important to note, right? The Transportation Department does not operate off of the city's general fund. We do operate off of a enterprise fund. Our enterprise fund currently does have a fairly robust reserve at about $55.9 million with $27 million in cash reserves. In addition to this exchange, we've also entered into an agreement with Clean Energy, which helps us provide the CNG to our buses, CNG fuel that helps fuel our CNG buses. So over a 5-year period, this agreement's going to help us generate an additional $1.65 million. So for a total of over the next 5 years, this Transportation Department will realize an increase in $3.2 million which will cover the cost for the acquisition of this land. So why are we acquiring this land? The purpose, it's laid out here, to provide a location for a permanent hydrogen fueling station that supports Montebello Bus Line's zero-emission facility and fleet transition plan. If we go to slide number 2, please. So just to give a little bit of a background, back in 2018, the California Air Resource Board approved innovative clean transit regulations. What these regulations required was for public transit agencies to make a gradual transition to zero-emission buses by the year 2040. So in alignment with the ICT regulations, in October of 2021, the city approved Montebello Bus Line's zero-emission bus rollout plan, which helps guide MBL's transition from conventional transit buses to fuel cell electric buses by 2040. Then in October of 2024, the city entered into an agreement with the Center for Transportation and the Environment, CTE for short, to help further guide MBL's activities specific to our zero-emission bus facilities and fleet transition plan. Just recently, in December of 2025, Montebello Bus Lines, we received our first 3 hydrogen fuel cell electric buses. The challenge that Montebello Bus Lines and other transit agencies throughout the state are experiencing is that the majority of us are landlocked. So as CTE came in and began to conduct some analysis of our current existing facilities and premises, what they determined was our existing facilities, our existing properties cannot safely accommodate permanent hydrogen fueling infrastructure as required for this transition. So as a result of that, we began to conduct an analysis of the local area, and we were able to identify a parcel of land that's within close proximity of the transportation facility and premises. Next slide, please. So 860 Truckway, Montebello, California. This is a preview of what it will look like once the property has been demoed and cleared. It's approximately 22,176 square feet, or a half an acre of industrially zoned parcel of land. What this provides to us is that it's compatible with the surrounding industrial uses. It's adequate space that's required for setbacks and circulations for our buses to be able to enter and exit safely, as well as the hydrogen refueling vendor who will be providing the hydrogen for us. Again, as I shared previously, it's close to Montebello Bus Line's existing operations, either a 2-minute walk or a 2-minute drive or a 4-minute walk from our current facility. And again, what makes this property unique, when you begin to look at the hydrogen fueling locations throughout Southern California, our particular area here in the San Gabriel Valley, it is a hydrogen desert. So for us, in order to be able to provide, in order for us to be able to refuel currently, we would either have to travel to Torrance, to South Pasadena, or to the city of Baldwin Park. The challenges with these locations is these locations aren't necessarily equipped to accommodate heavy industrial vehicles like our 40-foot buses. What this particular property provides us here is it allows for us long-term operational control and future expansion. What that means is that it allows us actually to enter into the retail market and provide a 24-hour accessible location so that not only light-duty vehicles will have the ability to refuel here locally, but also other heavy-duty vehicles such as buses or trash trucks. So what that also does for us, again, it's another strategic financial move. It allows us to be able to move to a point where these will potentially be cost-neutral investments. Because of the ability for us to be able to move into retail, we will have the ability to recover our costs long-term with this land acquisition here. So that concludes my presentation. I am available for any comments or questions this evening, City Council.
Mayor, council members, if I just add, excellent presentation by Director Soria and great leadership on his department. As you consider this item, this is really, as a municipality, we have a lot of responsibilities, right? Obviously, making sure that our streets are clean, that everybody's safe, that our parks are maintained, all that. That's all great. We have to provide municipal services, but we are very unique in that we have the 3rd largest transit system in LA County. While What that means is that we're actually responsible for providing transportation to many other municipalities, communities. A lot of folks rely on us to get them home on a daily basis from point A to point Z. And so what we have to do as a city, we have to do long-term planning. So this is really an investment on one of our most important infrastructure, one of the most important services that we provide. We layer that with the fact that, we are in California. We also have a lot of state mandates. We have federal mandates that we have to adhere to. So this is something that, we're planning ahead. We're making an investment. We're facilitating our infrastructure that we're going to need in the future. And as Director Soria mentioned, financially, we are able to make this commitment. And then this is something that's going to pay for itself in the long run. Thank you for your consideration.
And Madam Mayor, members of the council, I understand we do have one public comment card turned in for this item.
Yes, Madam Mayor, we do have one speaker, and we have Linda Nicholas for agenda item number 6.
My question was how it was going to be funded, and I'm glad to hear that it's coming from the transit and it's not coming from our general fund, which is great. My question would be, who negotiated the purchase price? I think it's a little high. It's a dead-end property, and I think you could probably have gotten it a little bit less for what the real estate and the amount. I think it could have been under the $2 million, to be honest with you. But it looks like a great location. And adding to the $2.2 million that you're going to use to purchase it, it's probably going to cost another $1 million to demolish and rebuild it easily. So that's a lot of money. I'm glad they have their own budget, and I'm glad it's not coming out of our general fund. It looks like a very good project. So I think, I'm very happy to hear that it's not coming out of our general fund, because I'm worried that we're not going to get federal funding going forward. So please be very prudent in how you spend the money. And I'm sorry, Ms. Mayor, that your team was not very, very working with you. I've never, in all the years I've been coming to the council, I've never seen people not want to be on a committee and not work with the mayor. That was very sad that
Ma'am, you're
you had to
speaking
help.
not on this topic.
I
so
understand that, but
thank you.
I feel bad for the mayor, because I'm
Well-
sorry, guys, you are supposed to be supporting her.
Thank you for your comments.
That brings it up to the council level for a motion on this item, item number 6.
Actually, I have some questions on it.
Yes, before we have the vote, questions, please?
Excuse me, she want to speak on this item?
There was no card turned in, Mr. City Clerk? No.
No.
No card turned in. Back to the council level.
Yes, please. So before we take the vote, any questions from council?
I have a question. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the presentation, Director. So I have a couple of questions. One, in regards to the total price, and it kind of goes to what the resident said as well, is the 2.2 mil just based on the property itself? And what's the additional cost that we're looking into aside from the actual purchase, whether it's demolition, any potential prep cost, any environmental remediation? And then also, is this item contingent on item number 18 passing as well, or is it just completely separate issues?
Thank you, Councilmember, for those questions. Just to answer your last question there, no, it is not contingent. We do have ample dollars in our reserve fund to be able to fund this particular land acquisition. As it relates to the actual property, so the dollar amount that you see there this evening, that is specific to the land acquisition itself. We are working through the process of identifying vendors that would assist with the demolition of the property. Demo is going to be anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000. There will be there may likely be some remediation required, just because a potential asbestos or lead from paint that was there on a previous facility. We will work through those as well. But we do have ample dollars to be able to address those needs. Part of this acquisition was that a Phase 1 environmental study was conducted, and there were no environmental concerns that were raised in that report.
And this is not subject to the Surplus Land Act or anything like that, right?
No.
No?
Any more questions? Okay, I'll call for a motion and a second on this item.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
And roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta,
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez,
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso,
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo.
Aye. This item passes.
Mayor, the next item is item number 7, acceptance of the Fire Station 56 remodeling project, notice of completion. Presentation will be given by Director of Public Works, Cesar Roldan.
Thank you very much, Mr. City Manager, Council, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, members of the audience, and city staff. Thank you for the opportunity. I just wanted to highlight some of the work that our staff did at Fire Station 56. Next slide, please. So Fire Station 56 is located at 1166 South Greenwood Avenue. You know, we want to thank the Community Development Department for providing us with community development block grant funds to remove and replace a roof that was in need of repair for a long, long time. The contractor was awarded certified roofing applicators. They did a fantastic job. And this addressed several issues, including, you know, major leaks on the roof. Next slide, please. So here are a couple of pictures. We went ahead and did this. If you could see that the roof is a white coating. So this is another use of an environmentally sensitive product that allows it to cool down the building itself instead of the prototypical black roof. The white roofs are utilized for us to, you know, save energy and, you know, pretty much conduct, you know, business and save a lot on, you know, heating in the summer or heating in the winter and, you know, HVAC in the summer. So we also went ahead and replaced the HVAC units. And so now the firefighters are glad to have nice, cool or warm when it's cold outside. Next slide, please. So the original awarded amount was $779,000 and change. Additional change orders were made because some of the roof needed to also be replaced, some of the underlining. And so the project went, total project cost $779.70. So there was an original cost savings of $308. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much.
Any questions from council?
Yeah, Mayor, Council, before you consider, just want to add or just really want to thank staff, finance, our planning department. Couple of notes on this project. This issue with the roof at Station 56 is something that was ongoing for many, many years, even before my tenure. There was significant issues with the roof, the AC, as the director mentioned. Obviously affects the working conditions for our firefighters. So this was kind of something that was in consideration. And when I thank staff, I want to thank them in the sense that originally this was going to be paid through our general fund. It was going to be a significant impact that was going to be paid. And it was going to, so what we did is we really did an internal analysis, figured it out, made adjustments in terms of what the project that was intended to be, how it was going to play out. And our staff did an incredible job. And thankfully, this project is being funded and was completed using federal funds, and we didn't really touch our general fund for the most part. So thank you, staff, for helping us out on this. This is a big win for the community and our firefighters, and it was a long time coming. So thank you.
Any questions, comments? So again, I just want to point out how this was the use of federal funds. CDBG is a community development block grant. It comes from the federal government. So again, we didn't use our general fund money on this project, and it came in slightly under budget, but under budget. So great job. Thank you. So I'll call for a motion and a second, please.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero,
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta,
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez,
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso,
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo.
And I vote aye. This item passes.
Next is the consent agenda, Madam Mayor, if I may. This is time for the consent agenda. These will be items number 8 through 21, 8 through 21. All these matters under the consent agenda are considered to be routine. Any items a member wishes to discuss, including any item the public submitted speaker cards for, which I do not believe we have any speaker cards.
We have no speaker cards.
Thank you. All other items may be approved in a single motion. Such approval will also waive the reading of any ordinance, and I will then poll the council. Sorry about that. We'll start tonight with Mayor Pro Tem Romero. Do you have any items on consent that you wish to pull?
No.
Thank you. Councilmember Peralta?
None.
Thank you. Councilmember Melendez?
Yes, item number 16.
15?
16.
Okay. And Councilmember Alonso?
No items.
Mayor Tamayo?
No items.
Thank you. Be appropriate to entertain a motion to approve all other items.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Well, take the roll, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero?
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta?
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso?
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo?
Aye. This item passes.
It takes us to the one item pulled by Councilmember Melendez.
Thank you. Yeah, just a couple of questions on this item. I know this was previously approved in the fall, but in regards to the amount here, have all the locations where the ADAs or where the projects are going to be repaired, have they been identified? And I just bring this question, just asking, because I know there's, sometimes there's some litigation or some, in regards to streets that are not ADA compliant. I just want to see if those got taken into consideration of anything that might have gotten approved after that. Any clarification on that would be great.
Thank you very much, council members. So for the most part, all sidewalks have been identified, plus or minus, there's 15% contingency that we could always utilize for any unforeseen areas that might come up. The reality is that the funding that's allocated for this fiscal year hits a percentage of the city, but not in its entirety. We're primarily focusing on sidewalks themselves versus like ADA ramps, curb and gutters, things of that nature. So no, if there is a specific location, we could always discuss that with the city manager. And obviously the contractor that we're hopefully gonna choose tonight, we'll be working with them to make sure that we hit a lot of the priority areas, especially on Beverly and Montebello and things like that, where a lot of the sidewalk is lifted due to our trees.
And I guess city manager, would the question be like, what some of the, some of the streets that have come up in, some of the conversations there, are those going to be prioritized just to avoid future litigation or future issues that, we're not being compliant?
Yeah, I mean, I would say just generally speaking, we try to focus on the streets that are prone to have higher incidents, where we have more claims. So yeah, I generally speaking, we do focus on those streets that what we consider problem areas. Thank you.
Okay, that concludes my questions.
Do we get a motion and a second on this item?
I'll make the motion.
I have a second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero?
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta?
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso?
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo?
Aye, and this item passes. Okay, we'll move on to our AB 2034 travel reports. Anybody?
Yeah, I attended the Contract Cities Legislative Sacramento Tour. Every year, Contract Cities has this conference to get cities together to set their policy agenda for the upcoming year, for the legislative session. So part of the sessions were some of the members coming to speak with us to discuss, issues that are important to us, whether it's public safety, affordable housing, homelessness, and just various issues that happen not just here in Montebello, but throughout the region. And then we also have workout sessions where we prioritize items that we feel are of the most important and pressing. And yeah, it's a great way to set up the our policy agenda for the year. So I attended a few days and as well with some of my colleagues, and there were also some meetings that were both with Senator Archuleta and our Assemblymember Mark Gonzalez, amongst other offices as well. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, I attended California Contract Cities conference as well. We discussed common issues that are relevant in our communities. Essentially kind of a powwow that we have with other cities, and we discuss things that are working in their cities and things that aren't working, and just kind of come together with different ideas of how we can make those things work. And then also discussing promoting legislatures that allow our cities to exercise local control and address the needs of our community. And as Councilmember Melendez said, discussing homelessness, development issues, public safety, those things. And also, yes, we met with Assemblymember Mark Gonzalez and just discussing the different things that are going on in our city, requesting some more grant support for the funding of the Brush Wild Fireland Station up on the hill. And we feel pretty confident with that, so we're appreciative of his support. We also met with Senator Archuleta and just gave him some updates on what's happening in our community. One of the updates is the Bluff Road fencing project that should be completed towards the end of this month. So just thanking our Assembly member and Senator for their support and opening the dialogue for continued support.
Thank you. I also attended the 2026 Sacramento Legislative Tour with the California Contract Cities Association, and this conference provides an opportunity to engage directly with our state leaders and legislators to address issues affecting our city. We met specifically also, in addition to our state leaders, with the California Housing and Community Development Agency, which is the state agency for housing. And we talked about our housing plan with them directly. That was a great meeting. And again, as previously was mentioned, we met with our state leaders, but this is an opportunity to advocate for Montebello at the state level, to advocate for our priorities and strengthening the partnerships that will benefit our residents in this year ahead. Anything? So I believe that concludes our AB 2034 travel. Council Orals?
Yeah, for council orals, I do have two. The first one is getting council consensus for the city of Montebello to enter into a partnership with Baby to Baby. Baby to Baby is a nonprofit organization that works with different types of entities, including local cities, to provide cities with access to formula, diapers, wipes, clothes, as well as other essential resources. I've had an opportunity to work with them in the past. They've supported past events here in the city. So it'd be great for the city to actually have a formalized partnership so that future events, we are able to provide access to these necessities for our working families. Additionally to that, another program that I would love for the city to consider is actually having, they're just baby baskets that are provided to new families or new new mothers. They basically can come to the city, provide, evidence that they reside in the city, and those new baskets would include just essential items that new families would need, including any type of programming or resources that we can include into these baskets. Other cities have done this, and this is something that I would definitely love the city of Montebello to consider as a way to provide more access to our new mothers in the city and being able to care for their children here. And so I wanted to just seek council consensus for the city to explore and formalize a partnership with Baby to Baby, as well as consider and work towards developing some sort of program that provides these baby baskets to new mothers. If I can get council consensus for that.
As you consider, I wanted to add that this would be a welcome partnership between our city and this organization. We do provide a wide array of resources to our community, but often, what's actually been missing is sometimes we get families that need help with formula, diapers, things exactly that she described, and we thankfully our staff is qualified, figures those things out on the fly, but it's kind of been a little gap that we had within our service programs that we provide. So it'd be great to have an organization that we can directly work with, identify families, and then build on that to help our new families that are growing. Thank you.
So can I get consensus for this?
Yes, I'm definitely in favor of this. I think it's a great idea. I participated a couple years when you had that program, and the young parents were extremely happy to get the support and help. I remember that you had the fire department there and then gave some classes on CPR and just different things. And I think it's a great thing in welcoming these new babies into our family and supporting them from the very start.
Do we require a roll call for consensus? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Mayor Pro Tem Romero?
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta?
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso?
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo?
Aye. We have consensus.
Thank you very much. And then lastly is just requesting council consensus to direct staff to explore programming for young adults. I believe, based on kind of the programming that we have here in the city, it's really focused on our younger youth, as well as just we're very heavy in the programming we do for seniors, which is wonderful. But I do notice, and really based on the communications I received from residents, is that there is a gap in terms of the programming that we have for ages, I would say like 18 to 45, kind of that young adult, mid-adult type of age group. And so really exploring the types of programming that we can do, from stress management type of programming, yoga, Pilates, wellness, mental health. Oftentimes, a lot of the programming that we do have tends to be more so centered around the availability of folks that might be retired. So some of the classes tend to be during the week at 11 a.m. So really being intentional about providing this level of programming that is targeting that the young to mid adult range, and making sure that these programs and types of activities are accessible during the weekends, or more so to working class families that could really benefit from these types of activities here in the city. So would just like to get council consensus so that the city can begin exploring how we can expand that type of programming and those types of activities to be included hopefully in our future budget, or generally in future programming that we host here in the city.
Can we get a roll call?
Yes. Mayor Pro Tem Romero?
Aye.
Councilmember Peralta?
Aye.
Councilmember Melendez?
Aye.
Councilmember Alonso?
Aye.
Mayor Tamayo?
Aye.
Thank you all for your support.
So we will move on to the adjournment. So before I adjourn tonight, I would like to do it in memory of Mitchell Uematsu Saisho. At this time, we would like to commemorate the life of Mitchell Uematsu Saisho. He was a 25-year-old Montebello resident who, after an 8-month battle with cancer, passed away peacefully on December 23rd of last year. As a student at Schur High School, he was a cross-country varsity boys co-captain a track and field distance runner. He was Mr. Sure High School in 2018, a host ambassador for the Montebello Ashia Sister City Association, and was a recipient of the National Merit Scholarship. He was a proud graduate of UCLA, where he earned his degree in biochemistry with a minor in Japanese, and joined Alpha Chi Sigma, a professional fraternity for those in the chemistry-related fields. He enjoyed using his biochemistry knowledge as a quality control laboratory technician at Ecolab. He loved fish, marine mammals, music, J-pop, anime, Japanese history, cooking, and keeping up with politics. Mitchell is survived by his parents, Richard Saisho and Lisa Uematsu, and grandparents John and Linda Uematsu. We wish them nothing but the best for Mitchell's family and the loved ones, and we keep them in our thoughts and prayers during this time. If I can please have a moment of silence for Mitchell. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.